What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a campaign-based RTS, dude. What year is it? But no, I actually firmly support this idea. For whatever reason, RTS games have fallen by the wayside, and everybody has just, ceded market control entirely to, StarCraft. They've just, given up. And the RTSs that do come out, they've always got some hook or some gimmick that's more or less multiplayer related. I think that's actually one of the reasons why They Are Billions was so popular, is that it was a single player RTS, which I think people are really, really hungry for. So anyways, Five Nations, it's a campaign based single player RTS. And I like that idea, so I'm going to give it a shot here today. I did have some initial bugs and problems with the game just kind of starting up, but it seems to always be linked to the custom cursor. So I turned off the custom cursor, and I'm just using my basic mouse right now. The game has kind of an animated cursor or whatever that you can use for your mouse. It gives you the option to turn it off or on whenever you launch the game. I turned it off, and I'm just using the hardware cursor for right now because it seems to make the game lag. But that was really the only problem I've run into thus far. Today we're going to spend about 25-30 minutes with the game and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. This is a game that is based in space, about building big fleets and stations and attacking your enemies with them. I like that idea. One of my favorite RTSs of all time is Sins of a Solar Empire, and the fact that we never got a second Sins of a Solar Empire breaks my heart, because I think it's one of the great underrated games of all time. So anyways, let's start the campaign off. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I'll have a link for you down below so you can check that on out and wishlist it. Aside from that, you can also check out the links down below for my Twitter, my Twitch stream, and also for my Discord, where I'd love to have you. In the 22nd century, humanity has colonized the solar system and begun to expand their territories into the Caribou system. 20 years since the end of the devastating war between the democracy of Mars and Earth, the United Human Federation controls the entirety of human-populated planets and moons. The Federation's economy depends on the resources of the fringe regions. The fringe regions suffer from a new golden age of piracy, separatist movements, and terrorism. The Federation, fearing the rise of a new demon in the Caribou system, has stationed a powerful navy in the sector under the leadership of Admiral Sterling Buckner. That's a name right there. Sterling Buckner. Do you think he's a member of the aristocracy? That's an aristocratic name right there.
Good day, Commander Colburn. We are receiving an incoming transmission from the Point Custer headquarters.
Thank you, Aida. Put it on the screen.
Greetings, Commander. We have received a distress call from one of the Unicorp's mineral extractor stations near you. The signal is very weak and full of static, but what we interpret is that the UX-22 needs immediate assistance from the Federation. Because you are the closest flotilla that we have in this sector, you have to find out what happened.
Admiral, the UX-22 is only 4 hours away from our location. Why can't we detect their distress call?
Because someone's probably jamming their signal, Cole. And by the way, I can't believe you said, put this on the screen. It sounds like you think you're Captain Kirk.
Lieutenant Sleskovsky, good to see that you're still alive. Though I see your manners haven't changed over the years.
Yes, my lieutenant still has a strange way of speaking to his superiors. Don't worry, Admiral. We'll investigate what's going on with UX-22.
All right, let's start her up. Okay, so here we are. We've got our little ships down here in the corner. What do we have? So I've got a...
We are in communication distance with the UX-22. They are hailing us.
Federation Commander, I'm Vera Vargas, Acting Director of the local mining complex UX-22. You'll arrive just in time. We can't defend ourselves from the pirates any longer.
I'm Commander Benjamin Colburn. What do you mean by Acting Director? I thought Evan McLean was the director of the regional branch of Unicorp.
Yes, he was. But when the pirates attacked us 2 days ago, he walked out of the head office's airlock. He couldn't really handle the tension. Anyway, where's the rest of the Fed Navy?
Oh, great. Here comes the you look different in the picture routine. Don't worry, miss. There might not be that many of us, but we know how to play hardball.
All right, so we've got a couple of these little hurricanes right here. What do they do? It looks like they've got a tactical laser that they can fire at people. Apparently it's just a fighter, and so they're faster. We can use them to scout, and then I guess we can maneuver through obstacles. All right. What does this do? Oh, we can actually dock them with stuff. Okay. Well, let's send them on forward and see what happens out here. I'm going to leave my flagship back behind. The UFN Trinity. Oh, shoot him down, baby. Go get him. Yeah, go dogfight him. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can we dock them up inside of here? Like, this guy is wounded. Can I dock him, like, in here? No? Okay, so it doesn't have a docking bay. I was kind of wondering if I could use this as like a carrier. What abilities do you have? You have a flechette strike, launch a missile to a target area to deal 40 damage to hull and also 80 to shield in a 4x4 tile. Okay. And then we've got an EMP burst, launch a pulse of electromagnetic energy which affects the rendering, rendering the target immobile for 10 seconds. Okay. All right. The game does not use WASP to move the camera around. I don't know if you can rekeybind that. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll check at the end of the episode when we verify, you know, the options and whatnot. We have to use edge scrolling. So, hey, we got a base over here. Is this mine? Is this my base? So we've got a barricade satellite. So that's like a defensive laser right there. I don't know if this... Hey, it is mine. I can actually do stuff with it. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, they are attacking right now. I wonder if our defenses are good enough to kill them all. Here, you guys scramble up real fast just in case. It looks like it shot it down there. I don't know if that one's shield is still up. It is still up. Okay. Well, let's get on into it, I guess. What are you? You are the Aquarius. So it's a cargo liner. All right, so he moves stuff around. What is this right here? It's a mining station? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Comedian. But this was their only vanguard. The rest of the bastards captured UX-22A and 22B facilities. They're preparing a full frontal assault on us soon.
Miss Vargas, please pardon my lieutenant. Laskovsky is an excellent soldier, but a bad diplomat. In order to defend the station, we will need full control of Unicorp's local forces.
Commander, Miss Vargas has granted us full control of Unicorp's forces. We even have access to the extractor vessels as well. We could use them to gather resources and construct defensive barricade sacks.
All right, well, that's what we'll do then. We need to make some of these little guys right here, these little engineer shuttles. And then I don't know how many I want. I've used up all my resources so far, so hopefully this was not a bad choice and I have not, like, soft-locked myself. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry. And crying in space is messy business. We've got these asteroids over here that we can mine. It doesn't look like these guys can be mined. It looks like maybe we can destroy them to make a little bit more room. Is there anywhere to heal these units?
Home with Unicorp's equipment and are already starting to mine resources. But if you need to use those metals, you'll have to attach the Icarus cargo to the mining facility.
All right.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, you go over there, and I think he's just gonna, yeah, he's like a hauler from Red Alert. So basically, he's gonna pick up all the Tiberium and bring it back on over here so that we can actually stock it up. It looks like maybe that's how many people we have working on it. Okay, good to know. I want to build up my fleet about as soon as possible. How hard is it gonna be? So if I can get a few more engineers rocking, I don't think I'm gonna need more Icari. I don't know if that's how you, I have no clue if that's how you pluralize that, but you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we'll probably make some more hurricanes.
An enemy strike force is preparing an assault on the complex. They will be arriving soon.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out as we need to figure it out. Does he build anything? How do I build more of the satellites, dude? Oh, yeah, there's the enemy right there. They're pushing up on us. I do like the little pieces of shrapnel and the little, like, bits and pieces that fly off when you're fighting with enemy ships. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish there was push pause, actually, so that I could pause things and kind of go through all this and figure out exactly what I'm looking at. But, you know, it's not one of those things that I'm absolutely sold on. Obviously, this is going for, like, a classic RTS presentation, and so, like, meh, can't really have push pause in, like, a classic RTS, I guess.
Somebody call for an engineer?
I did. I called for many engineers. The more of you, the better. I want, like, a big batch of you guys. I want this stuff to be, like, aggressively exploited. I want to make sure we have, like, no resource problems coming on in. All right. I don't think I need another Icarus, but I think our economy is looking okay. How much do these little ships cost right here? They cost 50 apiece. Yeah, give me a couple more of them. I'm going to use them to scout. I'm going to get like a little batch of like 6 or 7 of these, and I'm just going to send them out to clear out the map for me. Looks like the map's pretty small, so I think this is probably just like a bum rush Zerg mission. Like, we're probably supposed to just like go after them as aggressively as possible. One downside that I'm noticing is it doesn't lock my cursor on screen to the left-hand side if you're using multi-screen, and so for the sake...
Commander, Another enemy strike force is preparing an assault on the installation. They have corvettes in their armada.
Ben, these guys are not just a ragtag band of pirates. They're much more organized.
You're right, Greg. The weapons and tactics they're using suggest that they're the Black Swan.
Black Swan?
A paramilitary, separatist organization that sought to end Federation rule in the fringe sectors. Essentially, a couple of ex-DEMA officers who didn't accept that we kicked their asses.
Okay. Well, let's get a few more fighters up and running real fast. This ship has to survive, so I don't think there's too many things we can do about that. I was hoping we'd have engineers or something around so that we could fix up these little guys that are a little bit scuffed. Oh my god. Okay. Everybody get down here. Oh my god, they're rolling on in here. Their ships are red. It's very threatening. I'm terrified for my safety. Alright, so let's push out this direction then and just kind of see who's over here. Because somehow they spawned in on the edges of our ish, and I don't like it when people are all up in my ish, dude. Give me a couple more fighters so that we can actually, like, adapt to situations. It looks like they fly through here, like, perfectly fine. I bet that he can't go through here, though, can he? Oh, he can't. So that's the little ships. They can actually go through the asteroids and whatnot, whereas the big ships cannot. They have to actually stick to the main thoroughfares. That's actually fairly tactically relevant. Big ship no fit through stone in space.
State your request. Make it happen.
I don't feel great about getting my fleet this far out, but I wanted to check and see if they had any base constructors or anything out here. We've got a little bit more resources. We'll throw a couple more of those things in. I think the engineers are responsible for building, and so I'm going to get a little engineer right here and get him started on defenses so that we can hold the line a little bit better. I'm getting the feeling that this is one of those missions where we're supposed to, like, hold back, basically, and just, like, hold the line right here. All right, fleet, you come over here. I've got my hands on the arrow keys to scroll because I can't go to the left without my mouse going off the screen. And so it's becoming problematic. Where's my NG at?
Commander, I've detected another wave of attackers.
Okay. We do have a barricade stat over here. Replace the one that we lost down on this side. Enemies coming on in. Mess with my economy. You guys retreat real fast. The battles actually look pretty good. You can't zoom in or zoom out, but I feel like they're going okay. With my NGs, how many of you guys survived? Oh, cool, we're done here.
Black Swan has stopped the attack. It seems that they are inventorying their remaining vessels.
All right, do what they think they're gonna do. I mean, I didn't really have to do a whole lot right there, but like, I'm glad that we could hold the line. We've unlocked a new character portrait, too. I like to see metagame progression in games like this, too, where you can, like, upgrade units in between fights. I wasn't a huge fan of StarCraft 2, but that was one system that I did, like, excessively.
Yesterday was a hard day, but we successfully pushed back the Black Swan attack. Today we have to take back UX-22A and 22B.
That's right, Cole. The Black Swan is weakened. I've signaled for the nearby patrol flotillas to come here and form a strike team. They're arriving soon. Vera, what do we need to know about the stations you lost?
The main task of the UX-22A and 22B installations is to refine the helium-3 and metal ore gathered from the asteroids. Due to the station's valuable facilities and the raw materials, they were defended by Unicorp's Keiko sentry pods and barricade sets, along with a few security forces. The pirates used some high-tech equipment that had turned each our drone guard equipments against us. We had no chance to save the stations. Nonetheless, as far as we're aware, these satellites are still functional, and we might as well be able to easily disable them if we destroy the main fusion reactors.
Thank you, Miss Vargas, for the information. Aida, signal the fleet. Let's get ready to go.
Let's do it. I'm a man of action. My name is probably Buck, or Roy, or John. You guys know that? They pick names for movies and stuff based on, like, attributes that are associated with that name. That's why you don't see any Matthews in movies, because nobody thinks of any particular attribute or any particular, I guess, personal shortcomings, flaws, or benefits to the name Matthew. But that's why you tend to see short names like Buck, John, that kind of stuff, because it implies decisiveness.
Look at these beauties. The Lancaster A-30 Corvettes, or as we call them, the Orcas. These guys are equipped with 130mm anti-armor guns, which can easily penetrate those dinghies the Swan Boys have.
Well, let's get to it then. Fire some missiles off, dude. I need to see some machine gun fire out here.
I've identified the UX-22A and 22B complex and localized the main power source of the stations.
Great. Those are the fusion reactors Vera talked about.
Alright, well, let's focus on killing this guy first. He gots to go. He gots to go. Alright, can I just fly straight through whatever this rigging is right here? It looks like I can, and it looks like, oh no, dude, that's all bad. Okay, you go over here and deal with him real fast. You guys stop getting bogged down and go kill these guys over here before they wipe out, like, critical base infrastructure before the mission even starts. We gotta wipe out their turrets on this side. Oh, go kill that. There we go. Sorry, I'm having a hard time distinguishing the colors here. Like, the colors are very similar. There's a fusion reactor. All right, kill the fusion reactor. Fusion reactor gas to go, too. Cargo liner, you don't belong at war. You hang out back here.
These defense drones are too advanced for a mining corporation. Something stinks here, Cole.
Nice set of 3, boys.
Commander Colburn, you could use these experienced miners to gather resources and strengthen your army.
All right, well, you first. Fix this building right here. You gonna fix that building right there? Is that something that you do? Let's see here. Follow, attack, mine. It looks like they actually mostly just mine. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that they would have more functions than that, but I think we're gonna need like a special unit in order to kind of reinforce all this stuff. All right, so we're probably gonna be getting attacked by fighters a lot. Let's go cruise around for a minute and clear out some of this fog of war real quick. It looks like the enemy is associated up there, so we're going to have kind of a close quarters kind of tug of war going on for a little bit. Go ahead and block that gap so that they can't get in. I don't know how sneaky the AI is going to be, but I think until we verify further, we should try to just cover our bases real fast.
The swan traffic has increased substantially within the area due to the liberation of the UX-22A. They are preparing a counterattack.
Greg, we need to stop the offensive to avoid taking a high level of casualties. Order the divisions to defend the installation.
All right. Do I already have a shipyard? I do already have a shipyard, and it looks like I have a research center as well. So we can increase the damage of all of our weapons. That'd be hella cool. I'd super be down for that. That sounds like an amazing idea. I don't know if I should push out, like if they're telling me to be aggressive or not. But we've got like a little bit more resources. I kind of feel like focusing on my economy for right now may be one of the smarter choices. If I can get a couple more of these little dudes up and running, I think we'll be in good shape. Supply silos and things all over the place. Yeah, don't let them anywhere near the base. They can counterattack as much as they want. I want you guys, when they counterattack, I want you to counter defend by kicking them in the space dick. You got that? All right, so we got 2 more guys over here. That should help us start drawing in a little bit more. We've got enough resources right now to increase our damage. Oh, I need helium-3. Where is that helium crystals right there? Those are helium asteroids. Okay, so we're going to need to expand a little bit. Let me get another one of you going with the shipyard. We need 100, but we need helium. Okay, so it takes 25 power in order to get these guys up and running. Well, give me a little flotilla over here of just dudes, and we'll group them up on that side. We've got resources running around. So do I have, let's see here, we've got a ship factory, research center, solar station, we've got barricade sats. I think the barricade sats are a really good idea. If we can get 100 up, it looks like we can run for a little bit with our mining station over here. And I think that's an okay plan too. I don't like my engineers being so close to the front, so I'm going to focus on taking a little bit more ground over here. And then we'll put a line of defensive sats on this side. I'm going to play this a little bit slower than I normally would. I tend to be kind of like a bum rush player when I play RTSs. But in this case, I'm going to play a little bit slower just so we can get a handle on how everything functions. You move up and over here too. I'm not going to hot group everything for right now. My hands are on the arrow keys anyways for scrolling. And so, like, honestly, I should probably just use this for getting around and make it easier. And then I could hotkey a little bit faster too. But I don't know, dude. I'm not trying to go back to my pro sweaty StarCraft days, okay? I used to be pretty dope at StarCraft when I was like 17. Like, I was not bad at it. My record was pretty good. I was up to like 1,500 wins and like 200 losses. I was doing all right, man. I was doing all right. Then again, that was so long ago now that my old man reflexes have just ruined everything. I do like how the buildings incrementally build. That's pretty cool. I like to see that. We're going to need another cargo hauler to come get this stuff from this side. I've got 2 more of them going. I'll probably take one over here to minerals, maybe? I don't know. Give me a cargo hauler on the back end.
You do not have enough supply.
It's okay. If you just keep that in reserve until we do have enough supply. Oh, I need 150 to make that work. Gotcha. I has the hundreds as the 50s. We need more. Oh, they just go around. What a bunch of little rats, dude. What a bunch of little rat bastards. Okay, we got to get defenses up then. We have no choice on that front. All right, protect the engineers. Get over here. Where's my building engineer at? One of you guys was a... Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted at all. I double-clicked on accident, which assigns all engineers on screen.
Give me something to
Give this man some sugar. Teach him a lesson about rolling up into our base. All right, I need barricades, dude. We're going to need barricade sats kind of like out and further. Can I queue these up? Is that possible if I hold down the shift? It looks like it is, but he abandoned that first one, so we'll see what happens here. Let's split these forces. You guys take this side. You guys take this side. We're almost out of supply, so it doesn't really matter. We've got a unit cap. Which is what I'm looking at. I love the little building animations. I wish I could zoom in closer and see the models. So if things are looking a little tiny bit fuzzy right now, don't panic about that. The developers are working on like a full HDR conversion at the moment. I get the feeling this game was meant to be played in 720p, and so going full screen on 1080p, it's a weird choice, dude. This game needs quality of life. Like, I actually think they have something of quality here. It's just that it needs polish, and it needs more doohickeys, effectively. They need like a full HDR conversion for the 1080p. They need an option to lock your mouse cursor on the screen. They need a number of things. They need to fix the actual like custom mouse for the interior of the game as well. Because for me, the game's custom mouse makes my game lag out. I can't play with it turned on. I got to use the hardware mouse. And so, anyways, just things to think about. Yeah, you guys go ahead and beef with them real fast. If you die, I will. Oh, they did. They died. Oh no, dude. Here, you get back on that over there. I guess it sort of depends if they decide they just want to run the blockade down here. I've got a couple of units. I can make 6 more of these little guys right here. These guys take up 2 supply. Yeah, give me a couple of them. Now that he's done with his defenses over here, give me like another one like right there. I don't know what the range is on these guys. I would like to see a range indicator when you click on these to let you know so that you can make sure that you have full coverage. I think that's a fairly important thing. But when it comes to like the presentation of the game, I think they're in good shape. The game looks and plays like an old late 90s RTS. Like they've nailed that down really, really well. Now what they need is like a modernized 2021 quality of life to really pull it together and make it a modern experience. And if they can get that down, I think they'll be in really good shape. So with the research center, ship factory, supply silo, so we can actually provide more supply with these silos right here. So let's do that. I don't know what our cap is going to be for the overall mission. It looks like they gave us one right here, but we'll try that out. You over here. Do we have enough gas to do any of the stuff that I want to do? Oh, that's right. I couldn't build the guy to actually transport all the gas that we need because I didn't have enough supply. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Give me something to destroy.
Yeah, get in there, babies. Get on in there. Perfect. All right, so I think we look okay defended over here. Building time is definitely... Hey, that took us up to 70. Well, give me another one, please. And then over here, we need you so that you can gather gas for us. And then over here, we just need to start, yeah, give me a whole bunch of fighters. I want that entire queue to be like fighters that are getting spat out because we're going to make a big wave. And we're just going to zerg out the enemy, dude. As long as zerging out the enemy is a worthwhile strategy and they let me get away with it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sometimes I wonder what I'm going to do. Gonna run you down with a massive blob of poo. All right, so cargo ship's good to go. I attach you to that mining station. It looks like they're actually peeling 1 or 2 of us off at a time. It's a little bit upsetting. Yeah, let's keep these fighters moving on out. Looks like we got another something over there. How far are we down in the queue? We've made 4 of them. Okay, good. After that, we're going to make a batch of the orcas.
Insufficient helium-3.
And then I think we'll be good to go. How much helium-3 does it take to make one of those? 50?
Insufficient metal.
He must have been just about to drop one off then. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job. I like when they're loaded up. If you look at the cargo haulers, they're empty, and then they pick up, and they actually have like racks full of stuff that they bring back on in. Good little attention to detail right there. I like that. And as soon as this is done, we'll go after the enemy. All right, our last orca is being produced. It's time for us to get some and take it to the enemy. Our defenses are looking pretty good right now. I'm not that worried about them. Orca, you about ready to go, man? I need you to get the lead out, man. Throw some NAS on it, dude. There you go.
Give me something
Yeah,
to
don't do
destroy.
that. Why would you go in by yourself? Stop that, dude. No. If you just gone in as a group, we could have handled them all. Oh, no. All right. Let's go see where these cats are hiding at. We got some serious DACA to unleash on the enemy here. I don't think that they can go through there.
First engage.
And I'd like the entire group to stay together.
You know it. On the way,
Is there a way to access that, or can I only attack it with fighters? This may have been, I may have
engage.
poorly planned this. Yeah, it looks like they actually pretty there's the gap right there. Okay, everybody group up on this spot right here. You guys start the sortie on this side. Knock out a defense first if you can. I need to keybind my factories. That's what I need to do. Oh, it looks like the cargo haulers do actually have weapons on them.
Destination.
Good to know. Let's knock out their supplies so that they can't get enough units to recover.
On the way, sir.
Well, maybe we'll knock out some defenses first. Let me go back to the base and we'll start doing a replacement fleet over here.
Give me something to destroy.
Yeah, you guys should definitely get in there and destroy that.
First
They want me to knock out... Oh, there's more of them up here. Okay, wipe them out. And I think if we can get that factory destroyed right there, we'll have a lot less issues. It looks like my fighters got pretty roundly flatlined. All right, get on in there, wipe that thing out. Ignore all other targets. If you can get that thing shattered right there before we go any further, I think that gives us kind of gained ground. And then the second wave should be able to clean up and finish it off. This should alleviate any attacks that are coming from this kind of area as well. Well, maybe this was a bad plan. All right, well, we've got fighters back up and running. We're working on it. I would like for you to make me another ship factory, please.
We are under attack.
I don't think they're going to finish that off. They're trying real hard,
something to destroy.
but I think they're going to go down. Okay.
Destination.
That's fine. I mean, we gave them a good scuffing. We knocked out all the defenses on the southern edge, so we should have free access to their base from here on in. How are the builds going down here? Continue to give me more fighters. We may just go for like a rough and dirty scout rush. Like, they die easy, but then again, they're easy to replace too. Sort of wondering if it's more efficient, since these guys can traverse asteroid fields. I'm sort of wondering if it's more efficient to just go straight for the target through the asteroid field and just do kind of like an outlaw tactic here, like kind of a raider tactic. Yeah, there you go. It looks like their power's out, maybe. Is their power out? Oh, either way, we're winning. That's all I care about. I want you guys to fly on in here. Oh, wow, they've actually got a big wave in here. Yeah, it looks like they have the forces to repel us, so we're definitely going to need to have more frigs and stuff. We wiped out another one of their defensive guns, though, so I'm okay with that. We're running out of metal, which is like the part that worries me. If you take a look at our metal supply over here, it's actually rapidly dwindling. So this is one of those games like Brood War where you've really got to plan it out and be successful. We've only got so much to work with, though, here. All right, we got another little attack force here. I just need to get their barracks down. If I can get their barracks down, this should all be self-resolving. They just threw a wave at us, so I feel like we're in an okay position right now. I want you guys to get over here and gather up, and then we'll push up north and in. You guys can actually join the flotilla too, because they're going to be waiting over on this side anyways. Maybe we'll send the big dog in too. Let's send in our cruiser. He doesn't have
Aye, lad.
a lot of HP, so we're going to have to pull him out early if things start going sideways. But we'll kind of let our stocks accumulate a little. We need our stonks to be a little bit higher.
State your request.
All right, so they're all gathered up.
Colburn reporting.
Everybody in. We'll bring in the cruiser last, just to make sure that he doesn't get glomped on and just absolutely sucker punch down. Ignore the defenses. Let them do what they're gonna do. There we go. Now get on that thing. Okay, get on that one right there. Knock out their economy. Take out their gatherer.
Final objective achieved.
Commander, we've ridded UX-22B of the Bloody Black Swan. Unicorp has now regained full control of the stations.
Greg, don't you think it's weird that the Black Swan wanted to get these facilities so much? They sacrificed too many resources, vessels, and men. That's not typical of them.
Whatever they want here, Vera may know the answer.
Well, we managed to pull it out. I didn't get to destroy the other fusion reactor. I was gonna, but I wanted to take care of their stuff that was producing the units that they were throwing at me first so that I could do it at my own leisure. So anyways, this is 5 Nations. It's a game with multiple factions, campaigns for each of those factions. The big problem with this game as it stands right now is that I think they just really, really need to work on quality of life. That's pretty much it. Things like locking the screen on with your mouse cursor and whatnot, things like getting the custom cursor fixed, getting the full HD rollout done. Those are things that I think need to happen ASAP, but other than that, I feel like they've got a pretty solid concept on their hands for an RTS, and frankly, the industry is starved for a narrative-based single-player RTS, and so I applaud them for going after it. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today it was 5 Nations. Tomorrow it'll be something else. I'll see y'all then. Bye, everybody.